Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special Shock and Awe toy reviews. Two idiots answering your questions, and by yours I mean Patreon supporters. If you're a supporter at the $3 level, you get to ask us each month some questions, and we will answer it in a special Q&A video like this one that goes up on the YouTube channel, and you all get to enjoy this. Look at our ugly faces. First time you've ever seen them. All right, so we got
They've seen yours multiple times.
the whole thing.
Yeah, you took the mask off.
But didn't I still leave the sunglasses on?
No, I don't even remember. I haven't watched it.
You don't watch your own videos. All right, so
You watch them. Question number one
from Michael
I'm like,
is, what is your favorite third-party figure / transformer that you currently own?
MMC's Spartan, aka Impactor.
Still number one, huh?
Still my favorite Transformer toy that I own. Close second is Hasbro's Springer from Generations way back when. But yeah.
Oh, that one? Really? The Voyager one?
Yeah.
You like that one a lot,
That
huh?
thing's awesome. But yeah, I still pick up Impactor and mess
Oh, I
around
know
with
you
him.
do. He's loose. You've messed him so much.
Some of his joints are quite loose, but yeah.
I would say mine would have to be... Ooh, it's a hard one. It's a tough one between
Is
the...
it hard and long?
No, it's just hard in the nub.
Did it come yet?
It's a nubbin. Mine is probably almost a tie between the Cloud9 Shockwave.
Bridge Watcher?
No, Cloud9 Quake Blast, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Every version of him. I bought every version because I'm a Shockwave guy. And I love MMC's Overlord as well. Like,
I thought you loved Bridge Watcher the most. I'm shocked. And odd.
well, he was a toy of the year, but he's one of the... All right, Bridge Watcher is my favorite now.
You can whatever one you want, man. Question number two: is there a toy in my collection that still gives me that good feeling when I pick it up and mess with it? Impactor, the Marvel Legends Avengers Infinity War Thor, still love it.
Oh, wow.
Play with that almost on a daily basis. Still play with the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Civil War figure from a couple years back.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
That guy hangs in my truck, and he gets a different pose almost every other day.
That's awesome.
Impactor and Thor, still a bomb. That was from Michael, by the way. If I
Yeah.
didn't say, I don't think.
These are from Mike. We'll let you know when Mike stops asking
All right.
questions. I guess my G1 Shockwave always just kind of makes me giddy, just because he still makes the sounds. I'm pretty sure I have the tube that everyone loses.
You don't know.
I can't remember. I haven't. Well, ever since I moved, I packed them up, and I haven't unboxed the G1 stuff lately because it's fragile. I also do like playing with... I forget. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Every toy he ever buys.
Yeah, I mean, I really like it's like comics with me. Is like I like all of them. Every time it's just what mood I'm in and like what I want to play with.
As long as I'm not around, he loves them.
Yeah, then you ruin them for me. You really do. What is your personal toy / figure that you take with you if you went away somewhere? G1 Shockwave, for sure.
Well, since Spider-Man's in my truck,
That's what you're saying.
he goes with me in almost everywhere I drive. If I had to take one toy with me, it would probably be the Marvel Legends Odin Son from the San Diego box set from last year. That guy is awesome. But I can't because he's boxed up right now,
Yeah.
and I don't know where he is.
See what it's like.
It sucks. Don't move.
You know, actually, I think I would... Second would be the Mech Fan Toys Omega Supreme.
Huh.
He's fucking awesome.
We should review that.
And Fan Toys Omega Supreme. is really
Fans
good.
toys?
Jeez, who the fuck are you making fun of there? I wish I had my funny skull
Emgo.
mask.
What?
Huh? Jarmo asks, and this is kind of similar question to the previous one. In case of disaster, fire, earthquake, whatever, what would be the first thing you went to say?
Assuming he means not family and pets.
Why would you say that? Stupid.
The first thing I would say would actually not be a toy. It'd be my Journey to Mystery 83 First Appearance of Thor. if you're going straight toys, it'd probably be my Mego Thor. That's my all-time favorite toy, but
Wow.
I don't play with it because I'm just waiting for it to break because it's on rubber band from 1978.
Is
so,
that old, huh?
yeah.
Oh, so it's like an original.
It is an it is not. It wasn't my original. I
Okay.
bought it at the show, but it is the original.
Uh-huh.
Whenever that came out in the 70s. So, but that is my crown jewel in my head.
Once again, G1 Shockwave.
Also not going to be found and will be lost.
Yeah. If we're going no toys, I think I would. God, that's really hard. Because I got a big house. I don't think I would make it out of there with anything. I think I'd just stay in there and die. Honestly,
No.
I just want to do that.
I would go for my wife and kids and then the cats.
I'd save the dog. I'd save the wiener dog. That's about it. I need her to be able to keep doing these videos. I would maybe save like some Nick Roche sketches. Pull those off my walls. Those are right by the door too, so they're easy to grab, and I can get out and be like, "Bye, family. Hope you make it out alive."
Grab paper so the fire comes with you. Smart.
They're framed.
Yarmo's next question is: do you still remember what your first action figure was? His grandma bought him Skeletor in 1984. Good job, Grandma. I actually can't remember what my first toy was. Man, do you remember yours?
It might have been a He-Man toy of some kind, because I was really into He-Man. But then I also specifically remember being in the store with my dad and seeing the Winston Ghostbuster toy, where they had their what's the laser called?
Proton cannon.
Proton cannon.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't believe
but
we
it
don't-
had well, they had the proton packs and then
Proton
the gun, and they had the little plastic piece that you swirled to make the thing look like it was shooting out. And I told my dad I loved Ghostbusters at that time, and I told him like I want that, and he's like what is it? And I didn't really even know it was a toy, which is strange. That memory always sticks out, but I don't know that that's the first toy I got or not.
I know I can name a bunch of toys from the 70s that I know I owned, so
What's the earliest one in your memory? You remember playing with?
I know I had Migos.
Yeah.
I remember playing with a Spider-Man Migo, a Hulk Migo. I had the Dukes of Hazzard Migos, but I think those weren't until the 80s. I know I had Star Wars figures from the first movie. Like I had Luke Skywalker with the yellow lightsaber with the little stupid piece of plastic. So I think that was 77, 78.
Next up, John asks, how long have you worked in the comic book retail? Mainly, this might be just for you.
Well,
And what has changed since you started? In case you didn't know, both of us work in a comic book store. We film this shit in the back room of the comic book store. High quality stuff going on here.
you can see the garbage.
Yeah, Mr. Berg is the manager of said store.
I have worked at the comic book store since August of 1989, the summer of Batman. I have been a manager of a comic book store since July 5th, 1997. What was the second part?
What's changed since you started?
Everything has changed. Everything has been. There's more of it. There's better quality. There's worse quality. It costs more. There's so many changes. Everything is digital. Everything is now.
I've been here, and we just recently figured this out. 6 years. What has changed since I started? I actually now have friends, or at least I think I do. And I started collecting.
Friends?
Friends? Yeah. I started collecting toys again after I started working here.
Take that other friend of Wilson. I can't remember your name. He mentions you quite a bit.
Oh, Tex Wells? Yeah, he supports us. What's up, man? Friends that I can actually talk with on a regular basis. How's that? So,
phones don't work, dude. Sorry, neither do texts.
From
Our
John.
last question for this month is from John again. Will third-party creators and 3D printers ever take over the toy industry?
oof,
Yes and no.
that's a good question.
That is a good question. I suppose at some point 3D printers will get to the point where they can produce toys that are of the quality of a Hasbro
I totally 100% agree that they will.
at
Because
some point.
they're making like limbs for dogs,
Right.
3D printed and stuff.
But until they get the 3D painting that or the painting or any of that type of stuff on a mass scale that you could buy at your house, I think it's going to be a while. Also, the toy giants aren't just going to go away. There's always going to be a market because grandma's going to take the kid to Walmart or wherever.
Yeah, I think actually what might happen is similar to Boss Fight Studios, we may be seeing more people leave the big companies and go start up their own because of whatever Boss Fight did. They want to make a Starscream whose fucking knees bend, rather than having them have a gimmick. And finally, the last two questions. From Mr. Berg, this question to Wilson is...
Do you actually enjoy doing Shakana toy videos?
I enjoy filming the toy videos quite a bit most of the time. There are times where we get in some pretty big fights that when they spill over into like after the camera's been turned off is pretty rough. Being the only one that really video edits can be a bit tiring. Luckily, I've been able to get a new setup.
Let's get this on camera. Thanks, buddy. I'm glad you agreed to that when we started this.
Yeah. But like any good fun thing, there's ups and downs to it. Wilson asks Berg, why do you like Wilson?
Because very much like the aforementioned Teddy Swoes,
Yeah.
my good buddy Christopher's not around as much, so Wilson is the next best thing I can have. I've put up with a lot of shitty, awful people over the years because I have to. Wilson makes me giggle. Wilson, when I hurt him, I actually feel good about myself a lot of the times, and it is so much fun to make him squirm and cry.
Really? You enjoy it that much when I get upset?
Yeah.
How upset do I have to get to like where it makes you feel bad?
The point that I'll be sad is that when... Never.
Okay, so that's been it for this Q&A episode. We
Hope you never have to see this again.
thank you for all the supporters
Feel
on
good.
Patreon. Please visit our Patreon page.
Just go to YouTube, man. It's better.
That's fine too. We don't care if you pay or not, but supporting us, it helps us improve something, get better backgrounds. We have low tiers. It's $1, $2, and $3, and like even at the $1 level, you get good stuff. You get the thank you, and you get a bonus. You get a bonus review each month. How can you go wrong? Unless you don't like the reviews. But then why would you be paying $1? But we thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all our supporters. Hopefully there'll be more like this in the future. And by the way, if we reach $30 a month, one of the things in that goal is we get to see Berg dance in a video.
Sure don't.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Listen, the only way that's going to happen is if you put your own money, because no one's going to pay to see that happen. Also, I'm going to throw this out there. When I'm done dancing, I will punch Wilson in the face.
I'll take that hit.